There you go. So sorry about that. Oh my God, stream issues. Sorry about that. You can you can turn that off. Don't put it on the replay. Oh my God, I did that to myself. Um, I thought that I was muted. Ah, gosh. Well, anyways, it's been real. So this came up as a new one. Weird, very weird. That's never happened to me. If anybody here is in the OGC community chat, please go let them know that it got switched. There should be three different ones. Same thing with the WeChat. If like Chan's trying to find it, feel free to let them know. I don't know how that happened. So we will hop back in and see if our friends are still there hanging out. We will see. Let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. Hello. Hey, we're back. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened.
No worries.
Um, no, it's okay, Katie. Pardon me for 1 second. OGC girl, can you donate $1 to make up for the 2 hour loss of monetization? Can you donate $1 to make up for like the loss of the monetization that you caused?
It's the least you could do.
Team Matt said it's the least that you can do. Two
Yep.
hours equals about $1. So just go for it. You got this. Thanks. All right, so we're going to hop back in game. My food will be poisoned later. So if I'm not here for a live stream tomorrow, put out a missing persons report. Um, she's saying that I will never be found. Oh gosh, this is going to end poorly. So we have a bunch of questions. I think it was. Okay. So what we have is we had a question from Spearwolf, and I think Olivia is also alluding to it as well with her question. So she is asking about the fine purple, which is the fine amethyst. So we're going to do all of that. And let's see here. All right, so that's going like that. So I'm just trying to keep an eye on whatever issues came up. So we'll go over this. Then we're going to ask Tane and Team Matt for help because we have no idea what we're doing anymore. So the fine purple, if you just got your first fine amethyst, what I highly recommend is the Dragonic Defiance. It is like the mage set, but for your dragon. It's not quite as good as the mage set because the damage mitigation is 95%, which sounds like a lot, but warlocks shockingly still go right through it. However, when it comes to protecting your dragon, this is a pretty huge thing for it. I would say it's up there with like the 109 protection dragonic, and having both, of course, is going to be huge. Big power spike. So this is what you do with your fine amethyst if you just got your first one tonight. Now the question, and I'll pull Tane and Tiamat in on this as well, was from Spearwolf saying, "Who do you put these prisms on?" And I think my thought process is just going to end up repeating what Tane has explained to me before. So what I'll do is I will just ask Tane if he doesn't mind explaining it.
So the way I look at the prisms is I've kind of moved away from putting them on like DPS heroes or gladiators because of the current like dwarf meta. They die really fast a lot of the times. So besides the intrinsic buffs you get from like having a shard in each node, like the 5% troop attack or whatever, as soon as that hero dies, that buff is gone. So I've tried to put my prisms on heroes that are in good positions to either survive a long time or the prism provides support to everything around it versus trying to like get extra damage out of a hero that may or may not survive 10 seconds at the start of battle.
Which that's huge. That's what I've started to switch to. So things like Elena. Elena's huge because she hangs back. Avalon, if your Avalon's set up to hang back, Fenris is very good. He tends to be super tanky, or not tanky, but positioning on the battlefield is really good for him. The other major ones would be the Flores.
Flores, yeah.
And Ophidia, she stays way back.
That's
Yep.
true. I have one on Ophidia as well. Which one do I have on her? I think hers is the Dragon Health. Yeah, so the Dragon regaining health. Because if Ophidius is going down, then I'm probably going to. Well, I guess I'm not guaranteed to lose, but I'm probably going to take a lot of damage.
I guess it also depends on your stall side what heroes you have that are protected or not. Because sometimes, depending on what you have set up, some of those heroes might be killed before others. Like, for me, Grims will live most of the fight. So, for other people, Flores would live, or Elena, or Avalon. It just kind of depends on what's protected or not protected.
Yeah, that's very true. In Olivia is also asking about what about the fine blue. So for the thank you OGC girl, you made up for the mistake that you made. Can't believe you forced me to do that. Also, thank you for buying steak tips. And everything else. Yes, so I probably won't be here tomorrow for the stream. I will probably be dead. So, assassinated by poison and dismembered like Dexter. So, when it comes to Ada's asking who's the second person talking. We also have Tane and Tiamat joining us. So Tane, I think, is number 17 in the world right now, and Tiamat is number 1 in my heart. So
yeah,
we got top
and number 16.5.
Yes. Now, when it comes to the fine amethyst,
In the world.
which one do you like?
Fine amethyst. So I use the fine amethyst, only one of them, and I use that for the Draconic Defiance. It's very good. It's basically like a staple in the game, so to speak. Like, it's one you're always going to use no matter what you're doing. Other than that, I don't use fine. The only other fine shard I use is on my Avalon, because I have him set up for Blessed Dexterity or whatever it is. So where my troops get 35% attack speed for the first 30 seconds. So if they get hit with the black hole, which lasts just long enough to like make Warhorn inactive for Avalon, that they still get that boost of attack speed after the black hole wears off.
Yeah, I only have Draconic Defiance as a fine. Same thing.
Yeah, and that's huge. I do the same for the Blessed Dexterity. So unfortunately, Blessed Dexterity is huge. So you can go with that for the Fine Emerald. Beyond that, I don't think that there is a ton of options. So for oh geez, we got a bunch of awesome comments. So we also have Pharaoh saying hello OGC, hello everyone, happy nice day everyone. Ada is saying Team and Taint, wow. Ramal said, can I use Fine Amethyst at Ophidius as Dragonic Defiance? Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
What other ones do you guys think are like completely staple, like are must have? And while you guys do that, I'm gonna open up at everything.
So I've fallen in love with Pestilence. Like, I almost want to use that on every single prism I have, besides like the Draconic Alliance and True Ruby Nora. Like, if I could just slam it on every hero all the time, it's so gross.
Absolutely. Now, does Pestilence each one proc, or like does it stack?
Yes.
How does that work?
Yes, and it can stack. So you can like multi-target the same unit with it. So it triggers at 15 seconds, then every 15 seconds after that. So like, most of the time, like the initial wave of PvP at that 15-second mark is usually like the make or break point, where one side breaks through and the other side doesn't. When that pestilence triggers, I have 3 right now, so that's 3 units, and most people aren't fielding more than 7 actual like troop units. It can hit heroes, but it doesn't seem to target heroes that often. It usually hits troops. So I'm nerfing half their army at 15 seconds. Like it's big. Like it's a noticeable difference in the DPS like ranged units put out when they get hit with.
That's huge. That is absolutely
I love
massive.
it. I love it so much.
In basic, or Rhino was saying, don't see much point in any dragon prisms versus Lich. You can kill the dragon in like the first 5 seconds of the battle. Yes, but here's my rationale and in my thoughts with it all is, imagine how much worse it would be if you didn't have the dragon prisms. But if you're able to protect your dragon and you're able to stun or CC the Lich enough, then you should be able to. The prisms will benefit you later on in the battle, but also right now when you go into PvP, you can swap your gear sets, you can swap your skill sets for whatever reason, but you cannot switch your prisms. Someday when they add in the prism sets and being able to swap it that way, they should be able to add in the prism stuff for the actual PvPs and being able to swap it beforehand. If they do that, then I think things are more viable as far as like playing around with prisms based on who you're fighting. But until that point in time, you're probably safer, or definitely safer, having like the Dragonic Defiance and all that other beautiful stuff.
I think even if against Lich, like the Draconic Defiance is useful because when it triggers protection, almost always you get down to that last sliver of health. If you don't have Draconic Defiance, you won't have time to use your Origin Stone. If you can get your Origin Stone deployed quick enough, it'll give you enough damage resistance and healing to like kind of weather the storm, so to speak, and then like CC the Warlocks or Rufio jump them and sometimes keep your dragon alive.
Tain, you're an insane person. You're an insane person, Tain. You're talking about the Origin Stone again. This is our thing. It's like Yankees versus Red Sox. This is what our thing is.
The Origin Stone is insane. So, okay, if I don't need another True Ruby, which honestly I really want another True Ruby.
No, you need like 3 True Rubies. I'm not gonna lie.
I need 11. Until I have 11, I won't stop complaining.
You should get another True Amethyst. It'll help you with Void and like Tower. It could help in Tower, but it helps in Void. It helps with Pinnacle. It helps with Abyss. Like having those Pestilence triggers for PvE stuff is huge. Like it made the Abyss easy.
Okay, but what about a second True Emerald? I have 2 True Amethysts and 1 True Emerald.
I run like when I do Void and stuff. I run the because like there's the troop bonus ones where like you get plus 10%, overall bonus, and then like 15% to like a specific troop type. The thing is, like when you're doing Void and stuff, you enter with like Pestilence prisms so you can negate the enemy army and make them weaker, and then you come out and switch to like troop attack or troop health shots. For sure. So like it makes the True Emerald kind of useless because you're going to get more out of putting those overall on your prisms than entering with like a troop boost one.
I hear you. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold on to it until I need to use it for something, if that makes sense. Like right now with the setup that I have, I don't need it, if that makes sense.
The only thing I'm doing with a True Emerald is Warlike on Jax. That's it. I've had that for a while. I have massive rogue research, so I don't know if it's different for you guys, but I actually like Warlike at level 7 on Jax.
That's huge, and that is. I
say that's huge one more time. I'm gonna choke you.
What paint? What paint? What?
So for the guys at home, we are about to get our second piece for our mechs at level or 7 star. We finally have enough of the currency. Bam. So let's go check out our max health real quick. We are now 43k. So that's not bad. I will gladly take that. And for our snipers, we should be able to start bringing these up a little bit. So I have a really good divine equipment. This is a divine on race dwarf that boosts up the attack. We also have increased troop attack. We have increased accuracy, reduced physical damage taken. So we're going to slowly start bringing this up. That way someday, once we can get 240,000 of that one specific thing, the astral stones, we can bring it up to 8. And Revenge really likes wave power on Rufio, which I think Revenge, if you're there, that's what I'm running as well. It helps taking out all of those warlocks. All right, so the other thing that we're going to do while we are all together, we're going to go hop into the temple. I want to see if we can get any more +7 stones. So we're going to go for Runestone of Power. Ooh, we're so close. We're like less than 1,000 points. Now we're less than 800. And for the Valor, oh my god, we're 30 points away from having another +7 there. The Dragon ones we're really low on, unfortunately. But we should get the Emperor one. We should get this to +7. I'm hoping after the Lucky Wheel thing, although I'm not going to be able to go super like ham on that. But there should be enough runestones in there that we're going to put another solid dent in there. And for our Skyfather, we can start boosting all of this stuff up too. The hero health one we're also getting pretty high in. And I think that's everything. So let's go see what we gained. We got 1,400 power for the temple. So this is our powers of everything overall. We finally broke 1 million power for troop equipment, which is probably 1/3 of what Tane has right now.
1/4. Get it right.
No way. My troop equipment's not that high.
You're a liar.
Just a casual 10 million.
That's impossible. That's not even like it's not a realistic number.
I've seen the numbers. He's lying.
I've seen the screenshots.
Yeah, exactly. He's just humble.
2518.
2518?
Yeah.
Just a small 2518.
Oh my god. That's insane. That's insane.
No, that was the year that it's going to take you to catch up with him.
Gotcha. That actually makes a lot more sense. It will probably be a long time from now until we get... Ooh, another skin scroll. How many skin scrolls do we have? 107. Oh, geez. We're getting close, guys. I might have to start buying these skin scroll bundles from the shop.
What would be your next skin scroll? I don't know which ones you have.
Probably Rufio. Or
yeah.
Rufio or Jax.
Oh wait, which one of Jax is available? I know there's the one that doesn't do anything. Can you get the other one, the mech one?
Yeah, so I have the blue Jax, and actually I can still purchase under the Valor stuff, the $99 bundle. I can actually purchase a second blue Jax skin, which I think will give like 30 skin scrolls. But that's $100 for 30 skin scrolls. It's cheaper than buying it from the store, but that's still $100. So I have that one. The one that I don't have is the one where like the flying mech thing.
Yeah, like the Gundam one.
Yeah, and I think I need 135, so I need like 30 away. So if I do want another skin, I could get that bundle.
I wouldn't. I
isn't being sold yet.
I think they added the skin for everyone now.
Ophidius still isn't. So the Rufio is there.
Yeah.
Avril is there. I'm missing Avril as well. Who else?
I just got gone from that weird event that they just added where you can get skin scrolls towards someone.
I gotcha. I'm missing Gan as well and Lunella.
I don't think that event is very popular. I don't know that again. I don't know anyone who was like, yeah, this is great, like that.
Well, because the thing is, it's like the skins aren't offering scaling ability, so the further we go, the less important the stats are. So it's like if you had 50 stats and you got a plus 10 is way different than if you had 100 stats and got a plus 10. You know, it's like,
Oh my god.
you know, it's just, it's not important anymore.
Katie, stop. So sorry, Team Matt.
Yeah, it's a,
Thank you very much, Katie. So we can do the jacks thing, but Katie says specifically get those wheel spins. So we're gonna put that towards the lucky wheel.
Yeah, I sent you 2 screenshots, by the way.
Ooh, in game.
Yeah.
Oh god, what am I walking into? Oh, okay. This isn't as bad as what I thought it was going to be, man. So is this like coffee buns?
No, those are my PvP stats.
it looks like a social security number, but it's just stats.
I know, right? Like, if you look at the troop attack, your mech's attacks are almost higher than my sniper's attack, dude. Think about that. Just time out for quick real talk, side talk. Katie, you should not donate because it makes people angry. It's insulting, I guess, or something. I don't know. 7.4 mil HP, and these are level 17. Has anyone gone in? Can you get level 50 yet?
Yeah, level 50 unlocked today, so I can't wait to see like the super whales.
Yeah.
Because I'm curious to see that if level 60 dragons unlock a new evolution.
That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
I like not worried about. That's what I want to see. I want to see a new dragon shape.
That would be pretty wild. In Taint Snipers, by the way, guys, at level 17, a casual 2,279,822 attack. These snipers attack it's got to be double mine. It's literally got to be double.
They're just lazy bastards waiting for a hit as opposed to hunting down their prey. You know, they're just lazy.
T-Matt, you're killing me. Now we're demonetized, man.
I mean, lazy, unwanted children.
We'll just rewind that. It's okay. I already demonetized this for the day.
It's okay. Katie just remonetized you. So
Katie did. Katie put us on the map. My snipers are 1,191,075. That extra 75. That's what really makes them good. So, couple questions. Maybe you can help me out with this, Saint. Can critical hits miss?
No, because the shot has to hit in order to have a chance to critical.
Okay. All right.
I see what you did there. He's right. That's pretty good.
Yeah. That's actually really solid. For the snipers with the have you guys heard of anything on how the attack speed coefficient works? So in the stat window when it says attack speed, do you guys know what I'm referring to?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I got you.
I have no idea what
my
that
thing
means.
with attack speed on snipers, like attack speed seems like a good thing, but if your accuracy isn't very high, like shooting a bunch of shots where you're missing like 50% of them is still missing 50% of your shots, no matter how fast you shoot them. So I focus more on accuracy than I tried for like attack speed.
Yeah, but like I know what you're saying, but what does when you look at your stats of your snipers, attack speed coefficient 1.8 or 1 point whatever or 2 point, what does that actually mean? Like no one has ever explained what that means.
Well, and I want to know. So this is what really bothers me, and I doubt that the developers would ever watch my videos or anybody from Lilith. But what I would love is a rework of the attack of the troops because when you look at it, the attack speed coefficient, I'm assuming that if it's 1.0, it attacks at whatever the game's default is for that troop type. So having it at 1.695, or let's call it 1.7 so I don't go insane. If it's at 1.7, my assumption is it's attacking 1.7 times the default speed for the snipers. However, when you look at the attacks for the troops, and I think the chat is kind of covering it up a little bit, so I'll move the chat to the middle just while we do this. If you look at the attack for the snipers, it says damage dealt over 20 seconds. Now, if you increase the attack speed coefficient, say we bring that up to 5.0, which is ridiculous, the attack of the snipers does not change. So the basic attack for the snipers is dealt over 20 seconds. That's how much damage they deal in 20 seconds. I'm assuming with no headshots. But that's at the default attack speed coefficient. So to find out how much damage the snipers actually do in one single shot or one single headshot remains a mystery. And it bothers me. It keeps me up at night.
So my thing with the attack speed coefficient, I feel like that's just a fancier way of saying damage per second, or DPS. So that's how many shots they fire per second.
Okay. All right.
Because if you look at archers, they have I think their base with their research is around 2. And if you look, archers on average, it looks like they're firing 2 arrows to every 1 bullet shot by a sniper. They attack ridiculously fast. So, and then if they get under a morale boost, it boosts their attack speed by 30% or whatever it is. So it looks like they're just shooting a straight line of arrows. I assume it's just a fancier way of saying DPS, or damage per second, or something similar to that.
Gotcha. That makes a lot of sense. It really does. It's overly complicated for something that really shouldn't be too crazy. In my opinion.
All right. So I've been doing my Googling while you guys were talking. So the definition of what a coefficient would be. So if you had 6z, means 6 times z, and z is a variable, and 6 is the coefficient, means that the coefficient is multiplied whatever times the attack speed is. So the attack speed coefficient, if you had 1.8, would be 1.8 times whatever the speed was. So it's not a direct 1.8 times attack speed. It's 1.8 times whatever the multiplier of your attack speed would be.
Gotcha.
If anyone can prove that, go for it. But that's why it's a weird number, as opposed to all the other stats, is because it's a multiplier times your attack speed multiplier. So it's not exactly 1-to-1, right? It's
it's not a flat ratio.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. They just make everything very, very confusing.
Yes, and very, very methy. I'm waiting for Slaneth to come out and.
Yeah, because I feel like if it was just a flat rate, it would be probably broken as hell.
Yeah, I agree. That would be insane. Oh, sorry, I hopped into the Dragon Abyss. So people were asking about 160. So I'm hoping that I haven't been able to beat it, but I'm hoping that Tane is able to hopefully share some love and some light on how to beat 160.
You haven't beat 160 yet?
No, dude. Do you know how lazy I am when it comes to the Void?
Hey,
bro,
OGC,
you better get.
OGC, did you know that there's a video that you made to show you how to beat the OGC levels of OGC? Did you know about that?
Wait, what?
There's an OGC video about 160 to show OGC how to beat OGC's level of 160. I'll send you a link. It's actually really
please
good.
link me. Should I subscribe to the channel?
Yeah, you should. You should actually be it should be a Patreon, if you really love it.
That's true. That's true. Wait, what void? I mean, what stage was that? We just beat something, and all right, we just did 545. So if you're curious on how to beat 545 in the Dragon's Abyss, I just put this on for the background stuff. So there is a video, and I think it's in the Void Perfect stuff. It is how to beat 160. Oh, I thought we were talking about 161. Okay, yeah. So no, there is a video for 161. Pretty much, you want to get Zen Warlocks. You want to be able to get tag stuff, everything to boost up the attacks. pretty much just follow that video. A True Shot Dragon or a Magic Bread Dragon really helps. I found Cosmic Storms and Nature's Blessing. No, Cosmic Storms and Call of the Wild to make it insanely easy. I'm sure that somebody that's less than 3 million core could probably do it with that type of setup. We also have okay, so I missed this. So Katie's snipers are 1.8 million for the attack, and Revenge did a humble brag. So Revenge didn't want to like blow up everybody's spot, but his snipers actually have 545,000 attack. So Revenge, those are terrifying.
Savage, bro.
It might sound like a smaller number comparatively to other people. Revenge is 100% free to play. So I don't think he's rushing stronghold levels or anything crazy like that. That guy plays far above his score. His tower score reflects it. We also have KDG saying that she thinks that mine shoots 69.5% faster than the base because one is base. Ada said, "Hey OGC, I can't do 160. Any tips?" Check out the video. I think that one will really help. Revenge said, okay, so Revenge reiterated what Katie said. Ada said, "Next Clash of Fate champs are Blood Moon." Look, I will be happy if we lose this week. If we lose this week, I'll be happy. We'll finish at our highest point that we've been to previously, which would be the top 8 to 16 teams in the world, and we wouldn't have gotten knocked out like other people's teams, right, Tane? And then he's gonna kill me. But also, if we win this week, we'll move on and we'll hit like a new threshold or a new milestone for the house in general. We have gotten some insanely hard and close Clash of Fate matches, right, Tane? Tane is going to be transferring to server 40 just to keep me in the capital.
Yeah, exactly.
So I hope the team that we're going up against this week, if you look at it, we're definitely the team that's top heavy. For the top portion, like we have Sir Chris, we have Adina, we have 7 million core players in really good ones. The enemy team, though, if you look at their full leaderboard, they actually, for the top 20, they actually have more people that are 5 million core and higher. So yes, we have a couple like stronger individuals. However, overall as a team, they're very, very well balanced, and from my understanding, they're extremely well organized. So I'm really hoping that we do as good as we can. Spearwolf's also saying OGC's start in Art of Conquest Mythbusters series and test the mechanics. Oh. I used to do that with like the attack speed with artifacts versus gear sets or just gear. That's a really good point. I should do that. And Ramal said, double Valari fire dance to kill those trees fast enough. Ooh. Yeah, I didn't even switch to human for the summon troops. Revenge said he learned from the best. And AOC then said, OGC, if you win 2 more and we win 2 more, our houses will battle. That'd be a lot of fun. And Katie said, LOL. Desi said, hi all. And KG said, we got it, OGC. So she's being very, very optimistic. Ooh, this is going way too fast for me. I'm hoping so. I don't know why I'm hitting these random buttons. What's your guys' prediction? Do you guys think we'll do decent?
Oh, our predictions on your Clash of Fate?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Oh man, I can't give any predictions because I don't really know the opposing side. But I would ask you the question of what do you think is an ideal sort of spread of power for a Clash of Fate team? Is it everybody is super strong, or is it a top section that is strong and a lower section that isn't, like to get to the best placement?
So I think. Are you talking about placement for the championship overall? Because there's
no. I mean overall. Like when your house is, being placed in Clash of Fate. Do you think it's the top, 25 or whatever it is as being the best gets you the best chance of winning, or is it a spread of really strong players and not so strong players? Because we've been through a few things in our house where we've kind of debated how it should be. So I was curious what you thought about it.
So I think I think placing as high as you can for placements. So before group stages are in, you're going to get a pretty massive advantage the higher up you are, because you're going to have the highest core power in your group stage if you're in that top threshold. And
Okay.
that's if you're looking at it through the lens of core power only. That this has nothing to do with player skills. Personally,
Yeah, no.
I know this is a total side note. I love Tyrion's philosophy where like he recruited not based on core power, but based on literally if somebody's capable of following instructions. That's all that he required, and it's really hard to find people to follow instructions. I don't know why, but it is. So if you're talking about just straight up placement, the higher core power for the actual placement portion, the better you're going to do overall. Because in theory, you're going to get matched up against teams that don't have as much. And I don't mean you have to be number one. I mean just top 16.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And same thing, if you get all three wins in the group stage, then that means when you go on to the eliminations, the first team that you fight is going to be a team that has lost one in the group stage. So it benefits you to. It's like a snowball effect. It's like you're starting at a place where you're already ahead of everybody else, and if you can maintain that without making mistakes. So pretty much, if you're on that bottom half or whatever, you have to play better than your placement says that you are consistently to have any type of chance. If you're placed towards the top, you're pretty much playing not to make mistakes. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, I do. It does make sense. So I came from the same school of Tyrion, and so did Dupesh and Banksy and the rest of us that are in my house. We have all players in Clash of Fate on Discord voice, even the subs. So whatever it is, 30 people, and so we are completely ready to deal with everything. And I think that's the difference between a win and a loss most of the times is just communicating. So, from what you're saying, like there is no magic formula. The formula is like being a good team and doing well together. And I would say anybody in the house that is just like, why aren't we winning? It's like get on a voice chat of whatever the hell you want to use, like WeChat or whatever. But you really need to like talk in real time, especially with the new formula for the way Clash of Fate works. The old one was easy. This one you have to like really be coordinated. So
Yeah, I think the coordination is. This new abyssal thing looks awesome with my abs. Look at that, guys. Look at how beautiful that looks. It really accents that. I agree with you. It doesn't take much to get me to agree with you though, Tiamat. I mean, we're both born and bred from the same cut of cloth.
yeah, we're from the same world, so.
But it seems like if a team does not have organization for it, I think that they're really going to struggle, regardless of how strong that they are. I mean, there's a certain point, like if nobody can challenge you for the flag or something crazy like that, then sure.
Yeah.
But if people are able to, it's a relatively fair fight, so to say, and then that's where I think the communication and everything is really really big, and having some type of battle plan. So if you have no plan and you're going in, especially the more competitive, so definitely for the championships, and there's some houses that aren't in the championships that are on newer servers that are insanely well organized. So if you're not organized, even if you're stronger by a pretty decent margin, you're going to struggle because the organization is really key. And I wish we could duplicate the voice portion of Discord for it. Unfortunately, I don't think we will yet.
Yeah, yeah. For us, it's everybody before Clash of Fate takes place. Everybody has a role, and they know where they're supposed to be. The people that are going to go for the flag will be the people that know, and if they can't, it's voice, communication corrected. So I'm trapped. I got PvP'd. Somebody else take it. Blah 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 is taking it. Okay, I'll take your place. Like that's how we work, and you can't be in our Clash of Fate without being in voice. It's one of our prerequisites, and Dupius will not allow you. She's like, you will not be in our Clash of Fate if you can't be on voice. If something happens and the day before you can't, like we'll figure it out. But like you need to be there. That's part of the game. Like that's our house rules. So it's too hard, especially in the new format, to win without it. And we've done it, and we've tried. It's just like trying to do it over like text in the house chat is impossible. So
Too slow.
I agree, and we need to adopt that. That's been Chip's not here to advise me on what to say and what not to say, but I that's something that because you guys can see it from the videos when I do it. If we're in Discord, you'd see me with headphones. There's been times where we've done that, but that's something that quite a few people are have been saying for a while, and I fully agree with that. But somebody else was asking. Those are really good points. Thank you, Team Matt. We have somebody saying that they want Supreme Curse versus Blood Moon. I'm assuming for Clash. I think that would be a lot of fun. I would be hunted down. It would be scary. But I'd have fun with it though. Like fighting Taint would be similar to like fighting like one of the top players in the world, literally ranked 17th right now. So if I could do any damage, I would be so happy. But I might not be able to.
Wait, what?
I'm just complimenting you. So, I'm sorry, Kumar said, OGC, I have one question. Using Linari in the dice event or the lucky wheel, which is best? So I'm not going to answer that. I'm going to actually pass that over to Taint because I'm pretty sure he's got
Lucky Wheel. Lucky Wheel is better, I would say.
What is the question?
I'd say Lucky Wheel.
What was the question?
Lucky Wheel or Dice Event if you had to pick one to spend Linari on?
If you don't have a True Shard, then Lucky Wheel. If you have at least one of each True Shard, then I would say save for Wheel. But until you have a True Anthemis, True Emerald, and a True Ruby, you should do the Dice Event. That way you have the option going forward to like use any of the Prism combos because they seem to be adding at least one new combo to each one every month now.
Yeah, in the new ones that they're adding, they're getting stronger and stronger, and it seems more and more of an emphasis on the true ones. At first, there's some cool fun ones, but now it seems like they're like everything that Lilith does and Ira Conquest does, and it's not a judgment on their part. It's just an observation. They don't nerf things; they just buff things. So when it comes to the Prism, they're going to keep putting out stronger ones. What is it, Tane?
That was TMI, not me.
Oh,
no, I said absolutely in the sense of like they can't debuff the Nora True Ruby, so they have to find a way to buff something else to counteract it because they can't take away something from somebody. It's just the nature of the game. Like it's just the way it's going to go.
Yeah, they can't nerf something that people have paid a bunch of money to obtain. It looks bad on them.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
They put stuff out that can counter it or negate the effect without directly just saying we take your X, Y, or Z effect and just reduce it. We're going to put out type K effect that'll mitigate it if you have it and build correctly.
Or give it to everybody and not pretend like we're giving it to everybody. So.
Yeah. And that's super true with the that's super true with the with the true stuff in the new prisms that are out. We also have Desi I don't know how to say her name. I'm sorry. Amia said that they got their true ruby today, their first one. So congratulations! It's a amazing feeling to get your first true ruby. We also have AOC in the end saying, question, is there a 10-star dragon at level 60?
I don't know yet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll find out.
pretty soon.
I was looking at the tower to see if any of the whales have gone to 50 yet, and so far it looks like they're all 49. So I don't know if that means they just haven't logged on yet or what. I feel like these super whales would have gone to level 50 if they were on.
I agree.
I love super whales.
Or maybe not, because they level 16 Academy unlocked at level 49 already, so maybe they don't feel the need to rush to 50. I don't know.
A whale that doesn't feel the need to rush is like a bird that doesn't feel the need to fly. You know?
Yeah, you're right. It sounds stupid. Maybe they just haven't had enough time to purchase enough Blue Rush after using it the last couple times. Like there just hasn't been the ability to buy enough.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's in the realms of possibility. In
because I know the queue up 49, it was like 50 days roughly. So I can imagine level 50 is probably a solid 60 plus days with all bonuses. So that's a lot of Blue Rush to buy.
Yeah, it is.
But the real fun question is like, is there a dragon evolution where the dragons will look different?
That's what I'm hoping. I feel like
I'm curious about that.
Because the last evolution was at level 48. Level 60 is 12 levels difference. So all of the other previous evolutions have been increments of 6 or 12. I can't remember, but I know at least intervals of 6. So if there was going to be one, I feel like it would be right now at level 60.
Which would be awesome. I would just love to see something different. Even if it doesn't make a difference, really, but I would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. It would be cool to see a different look on the dragons.
Yeah, in the Awaken thing, I wish you could ride your personal dragon as a mount and like add armors and headgear to it.
That'd be so
cool. Yes.
Fully customizable.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
All right, so we have our first battle in here. There's a couple of questions. Unfortunately, I cannot see them right this second due to timing of everything. But we will get to them as soon as possible. Our dragon super low. They are. We started off near their near all of their archers. So very tough start for us.
Earthquake the archers. Earthquake the archers. Do it.
I can't. You're watching on a lag. Now I earthquake the dragon. I'm sorry, the archers, but we lost our dragon.
You need to rewind time. Use your rewind time.
That'd be awesome.
I think against humans, when you line up like that against humans, you need to earthquake the archers and then into a Rufio leap on top of the archers to just shut down that DPS side and keep your dragon alive.
Okay, I'll do that the next time. I think I'm still doing okay versus them. Like I am tanking up. It looks like their dude is dead. The Bazrix. Their Ophidius unfortunately is still up. Our Ophidius is up. So if we can drop their Ophidius, we might be in decent shape. They still have their dragon.
As long as your dragon doesn't have Cosmic Storm, you should be fine.
Ooh. Yeah, what's the story with the new dragon stuff? I've been hearing a lot of stuff about that.
It's all speculation at this point.
Yeah, it's too soon to like really say.
Yeah, I hear everyone should be investing in yellow skills. What do you guys think?
Yeah, don't be misleading these poor people watching this video. They're gonna think you're
I'm sorry, everyone ignore what I just said. That was a joke, please.
For the new dragon stuff, as soon as there's like full stuff out there, we will follow it. So just so I don't miss out on all of these, Brandon who Brandon got his first fine amethyst towards the beginning of the stream. Brandon posted an update. He said they're in mines, and before they went in, they added the Dragonic Defiance, and I have noticed a huge difference. So thanks, guys. Brandon, I'm glad that it helps you all out. Looks like you're doing better in there because I didn't do Earthquake. Saman said that they're watching to learn English. You guys are talking real good. Listen to them, not me. English is not my first language. It's my second. The only language I'm really good at is sarcasm. We also have Kumara saying that I see every month we get new prisms, but I don't know how many prisms our Conquest is going to give us. One for every hero. That's the end game.
Yeah. If everything goes according to plan, yes.
Yes, AOC at the end said a new form of dragon is on point. We also have. Sorry, I'm just looking to see if anybody we know is in here. I don't know anybody in this mines. Stephen Wong said, Lilith, make new animations and models cost money. Wow, that's brilliant. Don't know why you would give them that idea. Now they're going to do that. We also have Kumara saying, one question to OGC, which array is best on Prism when it belongs to Bazrix? So I'll ask Tain and Tiamat that because I don't have any prisms on my Bazrix.
I wouldn't use any on Bazric. Most of the time, you're hoping Bazric survives long enough to use Vat's Blitz. He's a kind of fragile hero. He can put out good damage, but more often than not, he runs in and dies immediately.
Yeah, I don't run anything on Bazric, but if I was going to, I would put Divine Shield on him, only to keep him alive so he can drop his Vats at the end.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be my first place to put that. I would put it on a Gladiator first. So.
And that makes a lot of sense. I also don't have one on Bazrix. Mine are mostly on support. Besides Rufio, because I want to try out the wave one on Rufio. Don't know if it's good. We will find out.
I feel like if you're going to go all in with the wave prism on Rufio, I would run the. It's hard to say. Like I would put like a crit weapon on him since you got to run the 3-piece set for the molten gear on him to get like +1 to everything. I would run a rapier, the Bloodthorn rapier, for that extra crit chance since you're trying to go all in and like nuke stuff with the wave prism. If you're gonna go all in with Rufio, you need to go all in with Rufio and like stack the stuff on him as best as possible to like getting max damage on.
And that actually makes a lot of sense. Oh, it's Pippi. So they have people from 10 million core down to 4 million.
I left my mines. I didn't see anybody in there I knew. Just a bunch of like Chinese names and not even ones that I really recognize. I saw Alien DVD in there. He's like going for the event and stuff, and I just want to like goof off and like try new things and like experiment, and I don't want to like ruin someone's event trying to like goof off.
Yeah. I don't want to ruin anyone's event or that type of stuff. I like it when I can go with you guys and we can just like test out new formations or fight each other with just heroes. Like that time that I beat the 17th top person in the world using just heroes.
And I'm not saying that I would win against Alien DVD. Like he's really strong now, like way stronger than me. I'm just saying like even winning, I'm still gonna kill a good bit of stuff. So he's gonna have to waste crystals to heal when I don't even care about the event and I'm not trying for the.
Yeah.
It doesn't help anything. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like pointless.
I hear you on that. That makes it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, like, why am I gonna ruin somebody else's like competition when I'm not competing? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, if you're into like fight other people or it's much more respectable to do it when both people are on like the same goals and the same playing field, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like if I was trying to actually win the event, fighting him would make sense. But I'm not trying to collect crystals and like compete in the event. I just want to like goof off and fight for.
Yeah, and that's all that I want to do as well.
I really wish they would add like like a free like a duel tower, so to speak, where you can just like arena with your friends and fight for fun.
Well, yeah, that was the thing. When a dual tower was initially announced, it was like, oh, you'll be able to fight, amongst your housemates and so on and so forth. And then it was like, well, no, not really, because I mean, I have a bunch of beef with my housemates. We all walk around and strut, and we want to fight each other because we fight each other in dual tower. We fight each other in Coliseum. It's like a rite of passage. It's like we all
Yeah,
want
it's
to beat
fun.
each other. But we all take it in stride. We're all just like, yeah, it's part of the game. It's like it's fun. It's good, you
Yeah.
know.
And that's what it's all about ultimately.
Yeah, and it's like it would be cool if you could just be, like half the time, me and Dupes want to fight each other, and we have to leave our kingdom to fight each other because our housemates are all over the place. So when we come to the same kingdom, we all have fights amongst each other just to see what would happen. It's like a Marvel comic. It's like, what if Spider-Man fought Superman?
Yeah, absolutely. Ooh.
I wish during Coliseum, like if they would implement during Coliseum, like outside of the rankings, if you could just like queue up against other people, like pick somebody to fight in your own house, like as like a just during Coliseum, maybe not
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah,
But
well,
to,
like you said, like we're not even gonna control it. Like we'll just let them be, animals versus animals. Like it'll be fine.
just let me fight my housemates for fun.
I think that would be awesome.
Because then you could be like, yo, it's going to be automated, no picking skills, obviously, but you can do like all
Yeah.
heroes or like all mages with ranged troops only. So there's like no DPS heroes or like tanky hero. Like you can do fun stuff.
Yeah, I mean, but it would be cool as hell if you could do Coliseum and be like, this is my sequence. If I can't do it, go to the next thing. So please don't pick, like spawn archers on the second thing, and like you're like, why did you do that? Why? Why would you do that?
I hate when Grimm's reloads is the first skill. It
That's what I
drives
mean.
me insane.
It's such insane stuff that happens. You're like, nobody in their right mind would do these things. Why are you doing this?
Or it'll either reload his first skill or it'll do some dumb thing like it'll use Origin Stone in some random spot on the
Oh, damn Origin Stone. It's always causing problems.
Yes, Stephen Wong prefers Coliseum. We also have Crazy King J saying that they like that for Coliseum, but maybe allow each player. So yes, and Stephen Wong said, which is what Fallout Shelter Online did. Interesting. There's a bunch of things that I want to check. Ooh, this guy's got stuff. Sorry, I'm distracting myself.
I do think there should be a cooldown on like attacking the same player more than 3 times in a row.
In which situation?
In Coliseum, you should have
Oh
to
yeah,
like
man.
after fighting the same person 3 times, you should
Yeah, I
have
get
to fight
I
a
get
different person.
smashed. I get smashed by like the top 10. Like as soon as they're like, "Yeah, I beat you," and then they're like, "I beat you, I beat you, I beat you, I beat you," and it's like goes over and over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should not be. I would agree that it's a little ridiculous.
Or put
'Cause, like, a group-
cooldown on it.
Yeah, because a group of like maybe 3 or 4 people can attack you enough to drop you down to where you can't ever win enough to catch up.
Yeah.
So it's a little
Undertaker's
unbalanced.
here. Undertaker saying hello, but better late than never. So welcome. I'm very happy that you're here on Undertaker. And along with everybody else, I hope that everybody has a good Friday night. And if you're watching this stuff, I hope that you enjoy it. The whole point is to have some fun. Plus, we have good company on here. And unfortunately, I find myself getting so busy between work, life, game that I can't just hang out with my friends as much as I like to. So this is a perfect time to just hang out.
Oh,
with
they're
my
using the
friends.
topaz dragon?
Yeah, very weird. I mean, they're crushed, but
As it targets all of your mechs and hits nothing important.
hey, man, Topaz is the new meta.
Topaz is a trash can with wings.
Oh my gosh.
So it's okay. I understand that you have a terrible dragon. I'm not gonna make fun of you.
Here's my thing with Rufio, though. I know you want to put wave power on Rufio, but I feel like with how strong snipers are and like jumping in with Rufio, he's gonna get sniped out before he can kill anything like 99% of the time.
Yeah, but the
Like I laugh.
Get him, Tate, get him,
Like
get him.
I fight really strong players in tower, obviously, and like I don't think I've ever had one of their Rufios leap in and actually kill my sniper. They leap in with Rufio and he gets instant killed every time.
You haven't lived until Rufio killed every one of your snipers. I'm just saying. It's a beautiful moment.
And like it's like they track Rufio as he leaps in and like they kill him before he lands almost. It's stupid.
Out of the sky like duck hunt.
Yeah, it's like Duck Hunt for Rufio. It's stupid.
in Amia, where did you post your Ruby Dragon? Because I need to find it if you'd like me to comment on it. Unless it's in one of that's my chat with there. Yeah, if you let me know where you posted your Ruby Dragon, I'll take a peek at it. I still think that Ruby Dragons are underwhelming. That's it. Might not be the popular opinion, but that's definitely what I'm going with.
Yeah, I don't think you should Rufio leap into other dwarf players. I think it's good against Lich. It's great against Lich and human, but I think Rufio leaping into snipers is just a bad idea.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. But it slows down the attack speed so much, though.
Yeah, I would agree.
If he survives long enough for it to like proc.
Why?
Yeah, but the first jump slows them down.
Yeah, the circle on the ground slows down attack speed.
Briefly.
No, as long as it's there. I forget how long it is, but I can't really check right now. But it should be a pretty good time.
Yeah, I don't ever notice the difference of it like making any difference. I just know that I get a boost every time because I murder Rufio.
So we actually did pretty good going up against this 5.99999 million core power player.
5 billion core.
$1 million.
I'll have to check Rufio out first, but I'm pretty sure he's his
debuff is on striking the ground. The first debuff, and then the rest is what is his chopping blade going out of it, and the burst of the bubble.
Yeah, but I thought it had a decent time. So he stuns for 3 seconds. The impact area lasts for 36 seconds, reducing the attack speed and movement speed by 75%.
Yeah, no, it's a good backline debuff.
I mean, I guess the thing is, as soon as the snipers move out of that, but I really like it.
I guess I don't know, man.
If you can get it after they've situated themselves in the sense of like they're not going to move forward or backwards, and you can get that right on the heart of where they are, I would use it every time.
Yeah,
I guess maybe it's different at my level of play, but like I like when people Rufio jump in because I just Rufio and get a free morale boost, push my snipers forward.
No, I mean the snipers aren't going to die. Like it's just like a question of your troops are not going to die.
And maybe it's because I run the dexterity prism, but like it never seems to really like stop anything for my sniper. Slow them down.
Well, I mean, I guess it is all relative to like everybody's sort of setup, but I mean, the jump is a big debuff for backline stuff if you can get to it.
Yeah, I think for Tane, like he's basically playing a different game than like we are.
I'm very aware of that.
So like his sniper's health could be so high that like the actual Rufio doesn't do nearly as much. So I mean, there's a lot of variables to it when you're talking about like that huge of a difference.
And if he does do that much damage, he then triggers my general 15 research and speed up anyways.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's still great against Lich and human though.
Oh,
I think honestly,
I
you
love
almost have to.
popping on a pack of warlocks because they're so close together like a school of fish. It's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, in 243 Gaming said, do you guys do that pay to win mat every time that it happens before the wheel or no?
Pay to
Wait, hold
win
on.
mat.
Do you guys do that pay to win mat event that usually?
Some
Oh, if you're talking about
Starfleet.
the lucky cards, I think the lucky cards is really good. So if you have your budget and you know that your budget just say that it's 80,000 Lunari. That's what you allot yourself per month or whatever it looks like, and you're short for the lucky wheel. Then the time to buy just straight up Lunari from sets is during the that lucky card thing where you flip them over.
Yeah.
However, I skip it simply because it's more efficient to actually just purchase the hold on. It's more efficient to purchase like those bundles that have the sets in them, if that makes sense. So the tickets in them. So like the $99 bundle that has like 6,000 Lunari and like
Yep.
the 30 of the tickets. I think those are way more beneficial.
Yeah, like
Especially
'cause I.
since they.
Oh, go ahead, Saint.
No, you go.
All right. So what I was gonna say was because you look at the 99 bundle with the 6,400 Lenari, and then you look at what it costs to buy 6,400 Lenari if you were just to buy from the Lenari store, and it's absurd. And you're like, you get nothing with it, and then you look at the set, and you're like, basically you get triple or quadruple the amount of value out of that $99 set, even though you're like, man, it's $100, like that's a lot of money. But if you were to spend that to get that, you'd probably spend like $400 or $500. So if you're going to go after the wheel, like obviously, I would say buy that set, spend the Lenari on the wheel. You're gonna most of the time when you spend your money on the wheel, you get back more than you spend. That's why the wheel is so good. And you get the bonus of buying that set plus the bullshit you get, which is like a bunch of gear, currency, a bunch of like other things like stones and so on and so forth. Like that's the best money you can put, I think, into the game overall. Is like that moment when you're just like, the wheel is up, you get to buy a bunch of Lenara, you get 6,400 plus a bunch of other stuff you didn't even want, but you can take it. Like that's it. Like for me, that's the best value. So that's my stance.
Yeah, yeah. There's a bunch of different strategies for it, and it all depends on like what your budget actually looks like. What you need has a big impact on everything. I don't think there's like a right or wrong thing. Just because the difference between somebody that spends $100 a month versus $200, I mean it changes everything. So. And also depending on what you need. So like for the longest time, I needed Dragon Dust. So like that impacted how I spent. Now I need troop equipment, and that's really all that I need for right now. So anything that has the troop equipment, I also need the pay twin mass for the artifacts, but pretty much the wheel is kind of covering that. So yeah, there's a lot of different strategies. If you are on some type of budget, then what I would do is figure out. Everyone should be on a budget. Doesn't matter your economic status. Figure out what you do for the month, and then spend some time actually looking at what you're going to purchase, what would benefit you the most, what offers the highest amounts, and that little bit of time that you put into planning goes a long ways, because failure to plan is planning to fail.
Yeah, and I think side like no to that, because I think you're right. Is don't spend continuously. Think about when you get the most for your dollar, because if you spend like you're like, oh, I need this at that moment and I need that at that moment, you'll be spending more to get the same amount of payback as if you would wait until like that point where you get more for your dollar, and you should wait to those moments and not look for the short-term returns. Like that's the problem. Is like it looks so easy. You're just like, oh man, if I just spent $10, I could get to that next level of Draconic. But if you would have waited a week, you would have gotten triple that. So I think it's hard, but like you got to do it. You got to like have restraint to do it.
I agree. In that restraint, although this is like a video game and everything, but that will impact you for the rest of your life. Learning some type of discipline
Yep.
will always benefit you. So I know I get that this is a video game channel and all that other fun stuff, but it's practical applications that can help you for as long
All right,
as
y'all are getting out to like too much of a serious conversation.
Come on, Taint. Come on,
It's
man.
supposed to be about video games, man. Video games. But
Taint, come on, brother. Come on, brother. You're my man.
But I was gonna. I forgot what topic we were on.
We got chicken tendies. We're cooking.
Oh yeah, the lucky cards. So if you're behind on the pay to win artifacts, if you're gonna spend, I would buy the bundles during the lucky cards, the flip thing, because now it gives the tier 3 and the tier 2 like pay to win artifacts, or not artifacts but materials. So they're already like the higher like echelon or whatever. So they go a long way for leveling up your artifacts. And that's one of the biggest gaps, like reaching like that next level of PvP play, or like getting further in the tower is like you can't see people's artifacts and what they are, and if you're getting crushed by people and everything else looks comparable, it's because their artifacts are all maxed out and yours aren't.
Yeah, artifacts really are. And by the way, I'm so happy that I did the Sky Tome thing.
Yep.
Oh man, this guy keeps logging out every time I get close to him. Ugh. Yeah, Sky Totem's huge, and artifacts really do. The other thing to get the artifact mats, when they put in that shop with the lucky wheel where you can pick the stuff,
Yeah.
I've only been getting the artifact mats from it, because that's what I'm behind the most. Like where I'm at, if I want to balance out my account, I don't need rune zones. Like I really don't. If I want a well balanced account, Dragonic. Honestly, 109 is good enough. Don't need to worry about that. Chakra, I'm good. And dragon eggs and stuff, like I'm good. So when it comes to that, what would help balance my account more than anything is the pay to win artifact stuff. So that's what I go all in for on that. And if you have all 5-star artifact stuff, then you can find whatever will balance your account out. And I know we've talked about this a few times, but having a well-balanced account is way better than having a skewed account. Like, there's no point in having a 5 million core power temple if at the end of the day you're going to have nothing in your Dragonic. You're not going to win. You're better off having a good balance.
I mean, if you have a 5 million power temple, bro, you're crushing everybody but like the other
You know what he's saying. Come on.
I know. I'm just saying, like, that's a crazy temple,
Yeah,
bro.
if you have all plus 12 and 13 runestones, then you're going to do really good.
Yeah, if you have no problems, then you have no problems. Like, yeah, we all wish we had that.
So just because there's a few other comments and questions that I want to make sure that we get to. We also have somebody asking, what is this mount? This is the unicorn mount. You can obtain the unicorn mount for free once you get a full +6 temple. So it's a ridiculously expensive mount. Not quite as expensive as Taint's, which is even more.
It's a fancy mount. You got a fancy mount, Taint. Come on. Own up.
I got a flame kitty.
Oh no, did this person just get it and run?
Taint knows what he likes, and Taint gets what he wants. That's how it goes.
So Spear Wolf also said, OGC, sorry that I can't stay till the end, but it's already 11 p.m. where I live, and I have to wake up early tomorrow. Spear Wolf, thank you for joining us. It's always awesome to see you, man. You're a great dude. Verma said, I am late again. I'm sorry, Verma. No worries, man. It is all good. We also have Kumar saying, okay, if I have that mount, my snipers get red dot.
Okay, what?
It's from the Avalon. It's from the Avalon and the Avalon skin makes the Warhunter color.
Gotcha. So, if you're requesting to know the red dot by the snipers, that's from the life leech artifact. It's the necklace of something or other. That's where those red dots come from. So every time my snipers deal damage, they actually heal themselves a little bit.
Oh, yeah, okay.
All right, so I think we're finally getting this player with power side versus power side. They are actually lined up really, really well to block out our Raxius. So we're going to improvise a little bit.
Hey, OGC,
Yes, sir.
what is your preferred sort of? I mean, we talk a lot about like troops and organization, but like, what's your preferred like sequence of attack? Like, if everything went your way, like, what would you do?
Raxius into um, Raxius into Rufio into something. Um, sorry.
So you're like straight out of the gate, Raxia. Like, I don't want to interrupt your
Yeah.
refreshing fight.
I'm actually really happy for this guy because he got us for the first time, or he might be able to get us for the first time. But we still have our Bazrix. All right, so my preferred way, if I could do anything, what it would look like would be, I would love to do the Raxius into Rufio, and from Rufio. There we go. From Rufio, what I would like to do is.
Do you ever use Blade Storm, or do you just like Rufio Leap and that's it?
I Rufio Leap, and that's it. It would probably be beneficial to not do that. But I tend to leave him because after Rufio, it tends to be. What? Oh, the duplication thing, a tag on the enemy dragon, something along those lines.
Oh, you tagged the dragon.
Toby's getting me into the habit of it.
Really? Do you have luck with it? Like, I have no luck with dwarf and tagging.
Um,
I haven't tagged anything in like 6 months.
I wouldn't say it's like luck. It just kind of is. It's what I'm supposed to do, I guess.
I
don't
guess
know.
I don't mean luck, but I guess I mean how do you see like tagging? Because I haven't done it in a long time, just because I haven't had any success with tagging since I don't know, since a long time ago. So I just haven't tried it.
Yeah, so the tagging is hit or miss. So when it works, and it works out really well. When I tag something and none of the troops attack, then it's a giant loss because not only does the skill not work, but you could have used a whole nother skill in that portion of time. So it's really defeating when that happens.
Is that the only loss? Like, curious, like when you tag something and it's just like completely doesn't do anything, is it only like, you know, like you miss the opportunity to cast something, or are your troops like misdirected and doing other things that they should be doing? Like, I've never been successful with tagging, so I'm like literally asking a question to you and Taint. So
I think if the whatever you're tagging, let's go with this dragon. You tag the enemy dragon, which is probably one of the more common things. If your troops are so far out of range, then they're not going to do anything. If they're attacking something, it's weird because if the thing that you tag is within range already of your troops, then what will end up happening is oh wow, he might actually time me out. Good for him. What will end up happening is your troops are either going to immediately change and start attacking what got tagged, or they're going to finish killing off whatever target they're attacking before they swap. I don't know what causes the difference in that. I don't know enough because I'm not good at tagging. I'm trying to.
Yeah, no, I'm not either. That's why I'm asking. Not that you know everything, but like Ophidia's snakes switch to whatever you're tagged, is from what I understand. But what's weird is like Jax doesn't. Jax sort of fires off to whatever he's firing off to. It's kind of bizarre.
Yeah, it's and that's why I like Jax because I don't know. Jax doesn't get stunned with the protection proc. He puts out really good damage. It's solid. But pardon me, just for 1 sec, so I can I don't miss any of
Yeah,
these. The
of
full
course.
contract fighters is saying quote free but ridiculously expensive. Yes, I'm glad that you saw the irony in that. AOC at the end said duel the Griffin Mount guy. If you're talking about the guy that was almost 10 million core, I don't think I have enough core power to even challenge him, nor do I want to. Uh, Undertaker said, OVC, you need to height up your gear. That is what you need. I agree. I need to keep progressing on my gear. I think Katie found a way to pull up for Android, like how much has gone in per month. Um, so she was showing off hers today in the OGC community chat. Personally, this hasn't been a. I've been so distracted with life and in a good ways. Really, really awesome stuff going on in life, but I haven't gone super hard. Every time that $50 bundle came out with like the tickets for Lucky Wheel and also a ton of troop equipment stuff, I got all of those. In like the $5 bundles and sometimes the $20 bundles for the actual stones, but I'm not going super ham right this second. But the troop gear, I think my game plan is I think I'm going to go 7-star for mechs and snipers, and then I'll slowly chip away on snipers for 8 stars. And what I'll do is I'll try and hold out for whatever the new Dragon Awakening is, because my rationale is I'm not going to be a top level whale. I'm not a whale. I'm just a decent core player, considering where I'm at in the game. It, I don't know the benefits of going super hard on the troop equipment now versus if I save a couple dollars and go hard for a very very short period of time right when the new Dragon Awakening stuff comes out. That seems like all the new stuff in the game tend to be better than the old stuff. So I think having 7-star equipment for 2 of the troops and 8-star on the snipers, I hate to say it, but I think that's quote unquote good enough for where I'm at in the game, and I should start focusing on the new aspect. As I said, balance I think overrides skewing anything. That's my thoughts, and I should probably ask Taint his thoughts on that.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna do a light to moderate spending, don't go ham on the thing. Like you said, get your 2 main troops to 7 or 8, and then especially your snipers. Like getting your snipers to 8 should be like a goal eventually. But I would wait and see what happens with Dragon and Light, and making sure you have at least a moderate amount of that versus like going all in on troop equipment and then having at all.
Yeah, because one of the things I noticed was when I started playing this account, I was honestly really behind with Chakra. So I was still buying Chakra when Dragonic came out, and I was not purchasing Dragonic at all. And I am not a free to play player. I'm also not a super heavy spender. The only times I've gone high in the Lucky Wheel is literally Taint and Katie. So my normal like attempts in the Lucky Wheel, I am a probably I don't know like a moderate spender, or like if somebody spends like an average spender, if that makes sense. And I don't pretend to be free to play. So I was still doing Chakra when Dragonic came out, and what ended up happening was, first of all, Chakra is a joke right now. I don't recommend anybody buys it, even if you're just starting the game. You're going to get so much for free. But I fell so far behind with Dragonic that there were people that were doing like the $5 bundles a day, and they were like a whole talent tree ahead of me. It felt so. I think when the new stuff comes out, historically speaking, 100% of the time, historically speaking, it's been stronger than whatever was out before. So I think the smart plan would be to go for the new Dragon Awakening stuff, whatever that looks like. That's my craziness with that. Amia is also saying my tag almost never works on Sniper. Only Lich Warlocks respond to tag. Yeah, Lich players. Great point. Lich doesn't seem to have the same issue, but also Warlock's range
It's the
is
range.
insane. What is it?
It's the range of the units. Archers and warlocks have more range than snipers. So when you tag with snipers, you've got to be basically on top of it for the tag to really take effect.
Yeah, snipers can't tag. It's like, you know.
I feel like when I tag as dwarf, it's almost like guaranteed way to give the win.
They just can't tag. Like, they can't do it. Like, they're just, you know.
Because instead of staying focused on the target that was right in front of them, they attempt to get close enough, or they'll try to line up on that target instead of just killing what's in front of them. Snipers kill really well. Like, I feel like tagging detracts from their natural ability just to eliminate the closest target as fast as possible. And then, if you still need to, when you're right on top of it, tag the dragon and take it out in 2 shots.
Yeah, I think that's what Toby's trying to hammer into my head. But real quick bunch of stuff because I gotta start wrapping up. That way I can eat some ice cream before bed. It's really good. It's like chocolate and peanut butter, and then I forgot to buy chocolate chips. Anyways, Undertaker said that he's happy for OGC because life is a lot of stuff's going on. Thank you. Olivia is going to sleep. Olivia, I hope you sleep wonderfully. Dushing said, how can I join the OGC community chat? Up here is an account. Feel free to screenshot this. That way you don't lose out on it. That is a direct link. Send a friend request to this account and I'll add you in. Don't send it to my main account. It's bugged out for some reason. I've pretty much deleted 90% of my friends list off of it, and I still cannot accept friend requests. So I've gone from 2,000 friends on there down to a couple hundred, and I still can't accept friend requests. So VIP support has no idea what is going on with it. Their techs have no idea what's going on with it. So send this account a request. I'll add you into the OGC community chat. Tomorrow we'll hop in and we'll do the dual tower. I'm super excited for that. That will be 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern time zone. Pacific? Nope, Eastern. So also in the description of this video and all videos, there's a bunch of cool stuff. Go check it all out. We're still going to be doing the 2020 updated Hero Spotlight stuff. I think that's important for everyone. And who knows who will stop by for the Discord tomorrow to bless us with their presence. So Tiamat and Tane, thank you both very, very much for joining us tonight. Thank you for your insight.
Yeah, my pleasure, man. I have no knowledge to bestow on anybody, but I'm glad to be here.
Oh, you're good, man. You're really good. And Tane, thank you very much as always for stopping by.
Of course.
And Miss Dupius, who just showed up at the 11th hour.
I'm a little late.
Dupius.
I guess.
Yes.
All right. Well, we will have to catch up more soon. For right now, I have a bowl of ice cream that OGC girl is working on hard for me, which I'm sure is not poisoned for any reason at all. So OGC girl, is the ice cream ready for His Highness?
You're gonna die, bro.
Yep, I will not be here for stream tomorrow. Guys, good night. You guys are amazing. Have a wonderful evening. I will see you guys all tomorrow. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Good night. Love you, man.
Bye.
I love you too.